spoke to a couple once who said that they never argue in their relationship ever. I think it sounds quite impossible actually. How can somebody go through a relationship and not have an argument? I spoke to this couple, John and Radiance, who shared about their marriage and how they handle conflict in their relationship.
So we're both very strong personalities. We have very strong characters. I always think I'm right and she always thinks she's right. So when we have a conviction about something, it's very difficult to sway us from it, and we will argue to the death. We identified there were a few things that we could start working on while we were dating that would really help us to grow better when we got married. And one of the things was resolving conflict and dealing with issues that came up.
I think one good example is the way we use our toothpaste. So there were two issues. The first issue was where we press the toothpaste from, and the second one was how much toothpaste to use. And the honest truth is, after 2 years of marriage, we have just resolved it. Every day when I use the toothpaste, after having talked to him about it, hey, I think we should use the toothpaste this way and maybe use this amount of toothpaste. And he goes, yeah, okay. And it doesn't happen. I guess I just showed him, okay, look at how much toothpaste you're wasting. And just imagine if we just use this amount of toothpaste. Like, I gave up. So I gave up on where we press the toothpaste. I gave up on that. I'm like, okay, it's okay. You can use it however you want as long as we use a certain amount. I came from his point of view. I gave a little and I got him to see where I was coming from. I got him to agree with me. So now our toothpaste, it's lasted the longest. Like, our current one has lasted the longest.
I lived alone for like 10 years without my parents, so I got very used to doing things a certain way, and I didn't share a room with anybody. So the way I would arrange my room and the way I would arrange my laundry or things like that, I did it in a way that I felt was right for me. And obviously when we got together, you start to realize that she has different ideas on how things should be done. I would be like, this is how I've been living the last 10 years of my life. I've got no reason to change, so why should I change? And then she would say, things like, if we're going to get married, I need to consider her because that's not how she wants to live. We got into arguments, but eventually we learned that, if we were really going to make this happen, it cannot just be, you leave me alone to do my things, because everything I do or the way I live my life would eventually affect her. Most importantly, I think, just listening to her, even if I don't agree with her right away, but just listening to her to let her feel that I'm at least considering her. And when I do that, my approach is different because I'm not coming from a defensive point.
When he shows me that he's listening to me, it's a lot easier for me to consider his point of view. So I'm not just trying to prove my point. The way to handle conflict is not through frustration. So not that either one of us is right or the other one is wrong. Like, if we didn't come to an understanding or if we didn't grow together in that conflict, then we have both lost. But when we actually remember, okay, we're for one another, and this is just something that we need to deal with at this time, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.